CASA is a court-appointed special advocate. We represent children who find themselves in foster care. Children in foster care often get lost in the shuffle, and there's too many players in the team that have too many things on their plate. And the CASA just gets one case. They get to keep track of one child or one sibling group through the duration of their entire time in foster care. They make sure that they get what they need as far as medical help, behavioral help at school, IEPs, and just being somebody that's always there for them from the time they enter care to the time they leave. Just being somebody that's always there. It's super important and so valuable for the children. My story begins as actually a foster mom. My husband and I were foster parents for well over 7 years. We had 11 different children in our care at different times, not at one time. The whole journey started as a way to really just serve God wholeheartedly, and He told us to do foster care, and I didn't really want to do foster care, but that's what we did. And we were doing foster care really for two reasons. We wanted to love on children. We wanted to support reunification because that's really the goal of foster care. You can't go into foster care really hoping to adopt. I don't think that's the healthiest way to approach it. But we were dual licensed. We were willing to adopt if a child needed a permanent home. But we were more than willing and did it many, many times to work with families and help them to reunify. And so we were hopeful to adopt. And the fact that we were able to adopt our two children, it was the way it worked out. Once the parental rights were terminated, they had nowhere else to go. They were older, there's two of them, they're a minority, and they would have been nearly impossible to place together anywhere else. But it didn't matter because we loved them with our whole hearts, and we feel like the most luckiest people in the world to even have them. And I guess that's part of why I want to be a CASA, because I have seen kids go home where they are for sure not safe. And I know that every day they are at risk of being harmed. I know that they're being harmed and that they're not being loved and they're not being taken care of. And it's the worst feeling in the world that you can never reconcile this side of heaven. And so if there's any way on this earth that I could help a child to not go back to where they're going to be harmed, to just make sure that they can go where they're going to be safe, what else could you ask for? Like what on earth is better than that? When you give a gift of time or of your money to CASA, you really do have the opportunity to change a life. I know without a doubt that my kids' lives were changed forever because their CASA took the time and paid attention to everything. My life was changed. It'll never be the same. My family, I have a family because of CASA, and I can't even stress enough. It's the real deal. Lives are changed every day because CASAs pay attention and they keep track and they care and they love for these children.